Okay. You have to
That's
know
pretty
this.
much
Ready?
it.
The train is called
The
what's
Orient
called?
Express. Got it.
Pussyfoot.
Flying Pussyfoot.
Flying Pussyfoot. That's all you need to know. Okay.
Alright.
Usada Hikaru-chan, not Sama, said, "If Neo Yokio wins, I will make them pay."
But no, Legend of Korra is winning.
Yes, Korra
Like
is-
by a lot. Legend of Korra is winning by a lot. Don't worry about it.
I linked it in another
Jesus.
channel, and if they pick Neo Yokio, I'll cry. So
I didn't just log in on 4 different accounts and vote for Legend of Korra and put it in the lead or anything.
the real winner.
There we go. Normally I play royalty-free music in the background, but since it is Baccano,
Not today.
I feel like it needs to have the soundtrack going.
the jazz music, right?
It's
You're starting
amazing.
off with
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
So,
That's it.
let's get this started. Hello everyone and welcome to
Let's
this
get it
week's...
started and
Danny,
hot.
shut the fuck up!
Alright.
Alright. Hello everyone and
Man.
welcome to this week's Anime Analytics. Today's episode we'll be talking about Baccano. The anime released back in 2008? 9? What?
2007.
No, 10? 7, oh my god.
2007.
Yes. sir.
Summer
Okay.
2007.
And that came out when I was like in high school. Oh, that was a real long time ago. Alright. So guys, you want to
Okay.
go ahead and introduce yourself? I'm Diggy, your president.
And I'm Danny. You can find me at twitch.tv/callmeDannyXD.
Uh-huh.
Alright, guys. I have no idea what else I was gonna say.
Alright. I'm a really sad college student doing projects. Very.
I'm Silver, and I'm gonna burn down a Domino's if they don't give me my sauce.
I'm Sunny, and I'm not going to burn down any dominoes because I just don't feel like burning down a dominoes today.
Because Sunny is saucy already. There you go.
Got him.
Sonny,
So
were
don't
you
eat
here for my
Domino's anymore.
earlier story about Domino's?
No, I didn't hear about the dominoes.
I'll tell you after the show. I'm
Okay.
very mad.
Mark says, I'm Mark, I'm in the OA. And Z says, I'm Z. I don't Baccano know where the money is hidden. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Baccano, no. It's
Wow.
Was that a stretch? I think
No.
that was.
It's not.
No.
That's actually
That was,
like mine.
Baccano, Larry,
Took's not
was
free.
not a stretch.
It was
Let's make
it
this
was
fun 17
it was
more
kind
times.
of a toothbrush.
Got him.
You know, Reach.
I actually don't get it.
Uh.
I need an adult.
Hold
I'm
on, let me
scared.
think.
I'm
I
an
don't know.
adult.
God.
I'm sorry, I had a sandwich in my mouth. Alright guys, let's get right into it. Let's first give a spoiler-free kind of thing before we get into all the juicy bits in case someone wants to watch this anime but they want us to pitch it to them first in case they want to go back and watch it, because this is an anime that needs to be experienced. I don't think it's something that really you can just hear secondhand from somebody.
It's hard
You-
to
you
explain,
can't
even without
explain
spoilers.
anime. It's
Um,
it's impossible to explain.
I think Blair explained it
Yeah,
well the other
robot-
day. It's pretty much a bunch of people committing crimes to get to one goal, and their stories start off at different parts, and then toward the end, it all connects together. And it all connects to a train, which is called the Flying Pussyfoot.
Don't laugh at it. Damn it.
I know,
Don't
I
laugh
know.
at it. It is an architectural masterpiece, Diggy. Okay, someone worked really hard to make that pussy fly. Okay, all right.
Oh no.
I guess you
Flying
could describe it
Pussyfoot.
as a lot of events happening over an extended period of time, but all of the people are connected by what happens on a train that goes from Chicago to New York. It's probably like the span of a couple days.
Can someone find me like
It
is
ties
there
it all
like
together.
is there like a reference we're not getting? Like, is there a slang? Is like pussyfoot like a slang for something back
No.
in
It
like,
has to be.
19
Yes.
Is
No,
it
I
the
think that's just
19
what they called it.
1950s?
30s. They're in the
19
1930s.
1930s?
Pussyfoot
30s.
was like if you pussyfoot around, you're like,
Yeah.
A, there was a
Just messing
dance.
around.
There was a dance. B, it's like you're pussyfooting around a subject. You're like kind of slightly avoiding it.
Dancing around it.
It's an
you know.
actual like thing.
Get it? You're dancing around it, but it's also called the pussyfoot. Get it?
I don't
It's not
ever
a-
want to
It's not like supposed to be like a vagina foot. Larry.
Oh god.
No, I get it, but it's like
You just
okay.
said there's a dance for it, so if you're pussyfooting around a subject, it's like dancing around the subject.
Fucking.
That's a stretch.
I think we're
hate-
pussyfooting
I
around the
hate people.
anime right now because, as everyone just admitted before the stream started, some of us didn't rewatch it.
It is a very confusing show to watch the first time, but by the end you should kind of get an idea of where it's going and how
Yeah.
everything connects together. It's really difficult to explain without spoilers, and even with spoilers it's difficult to explain because it just goes everywhere.
Yeah,
No, that
it
just-
switches between a bunch of different characters, going back and forth, and then
Over
there's
one
the
incident, so
there's like the two kind of mainish characters that kind of tie everything together. Kinda.
There are a lot of main characters in this, and I think
They're all main
Yeah.
characters, but there's like the two
Yeah.
like sort of main
Yeah.
above the rest that kind of connect everyone else together near the like 3/4 mark, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's
I
the
think
dude with the
this-
red hair, right?
red hair. Huh.
Short,
no,
yeah, the
you know-
short like brownish red,
Yeah.
brownish
yeah.
red.
The rail chaser.
Tracer.
That guy.
Isaac and Miria.
No, it's not them. They're the
They're
comic
outside
relief
the
the
main
entire way
together.
through. Also, can I just say, Isaac and Maria are like Maria, whatever her name is, Miria.
Yeah, Miria.
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 They're like the best fucking characters. Like, they made this fucking anime. Everyone else is like a fucking psychopath or just in it for the money, and then they just come in there like, oh, we're thieves, kind of.
I like a
They're
lot of the
amazing.
characters in this show. I think this show is a good example of how you can have a really large cast and still remember a good bit of them
Mm.
and have them all be unique in their own ways. And
Yep.
the dub really helps with that. If you didn't watch the dub, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
The dub is really
just top
good.
tier. It is so perfect for 1930s America. They got the perfect. Whoever did the casting for this is a genius. They just got exactly too. They
I
were
remember-
working
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I remember watching this from back in the day. I watched the sub and the dub, and this is one of the animes where I can agree I enjoy the dub more. And that's very, very few that I say that about.
Like I said in the chat, there's this and Bebop. Those are the only two things I would suggest the dub for, and this.
Not even Dorara?
So great.
What?
I don't
Yeah,
remember
Dorara
the
doesn't
either.
Trigun and Outlaw Star dubs are better than decent as well.
Oh, Dragons, yeah.
Yeah, Trigun's pretty fantastic. I agree with that.
Anyways,
Love and peace.
let's stop pussyfooting around this anime and let's just go ahead and talk about it. What do you guys remember of it? I should start off the question with.
Trains. Everything was on a train.
Trains.
That's all I remember. Trains.
You don't remember the plot at all? Like how it started, kind of like on the Santa Maria kind of shit?
Like all I remember was that it was like, hey, we have all these people. Like I don't even remember like the base story of like why they're on the train, but it was just like, hey, we all have different objectives and we're all on this fucking train and we're all trying to kill people. And I was like, holy shit, they're all trying to kill people on a train. That was all I remember.
Are we gonna get into spoilers?
Yeah, going into
I think
spoilers
we
because there's
spoilers
no
of
way
it.
you can talk about this without
Yeah.
getting into spoilers.
So
Especially with each one of the episodes being about a different character, it's impossible.
that's
Mhm.
I wouldn't say that that's necessarily the case, but spoiler territory now. The summary of the show is pretty much 200 years before the main setting of the show. A bunch of people on a boat summon who is essentially the devil, and they basically find the secret to immortality. And the show centers around a lot of people that are immortal or become immortal, and just what's happening and how all of that happens. I love just the train in general because there's just so much going on, and you see it from so many different perspectives, and you get so many different stories, and they can tell the same thing like 3 times, and you figure out what's happening from each perspective. I think that's amazing. But it
Yeah,
does get
wonderful.
really, really confusing the first time you
It
watch
does.
it. But by
'Cause,
the
like,
end, you can kind of piece it just a little bit.
If you binge it, it gets confusing because literally reuse scenes. But because
you
the
gotta-
scene
you
is
gotta
Yeah, but
played
then you
about
go
stuff.
another way.
Yeah, but because the scene is placed at a certain timing, you get a different perspective, and it's like, you know.
I liked
It's
how
kinda like
well they
out of the
directed it though,
context.
because it wasn't confusing. You know,
Yeah.
it actually flowed
just-
really well.
Two people in a hallway. You know, you start off with one scene of them meeting in the hallway, and then one goes one way, and then you follow him, and then a few episodes later, it's the same scene, but then you follow the other guy, and it's just, oh, well, this is where this happened. It gives you some context as to what's happening in this scene, but then it shows you something new. It's showing you how it's similar to what you've seen before, and then where it varies, and it's like it lets you tie things together a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was one of the best things about it was just the differing angles of like, oh hey, you saw this, here it is, different character's point of view. Oh, here it is again from a different character's point of view. You get like the different thoughts of who you're watching from.
What do you call it? Did you guys, Sunny? Do you know the purpose of Jacuzzi? Because he, like, even to the very end, after we watched the whole damn thing, to the very end, I was all like, God, he just seems like such a pussyfoot. He just seemed like what the hell was up with
He's
him?
a japussy.
He's kind of a leader figure to all of them.
Like how?
I suppose he's supposed to keep them a little bit restrained. He does. I mean, he is not what he looks to be.
I was expecting him to
makes
have
a
like
point-
some kind of crazy powers or something, but it was like
He makes a point that he cries when he doesn't need to, so that he doesn't cry when he wants to, because that is when he will need to be completely focused. I think that's in the last episode. He's one of those people that are he's very main character. When he needs to get something done, he gets it done.
mhm.
He still cries when he's trying to get his stuff done.
No, at the very end when he's fighting the leader of the cult
the
people.
bunch, you know.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
the
he
very
just-
end he doesn't.
You know, the guy with the
like-
flamethrower. Yeah, that's
At the
when
very
he needs
end
to
he
step
doesn't,
up.
but other times when he does step up to face a problem, he still continues to cry through it, even though he's handling it.
I don't think he sees that as being something that he needs to go all in on. Like, I mean, he sees the rail tracer and he's just like, all right, I'll fight the rail tracer, and charges at the rail tracer. Like, no, bye, I'm leaving.
I mean, I don't know. The only time he didn't cry when he was doing something was the very end, which shows that maybe he grew.
When someone is about to get hurt that he cares about, he
Mhm.
gets serious. That is when he does
Yeah,
what
I guess he just explained it in the end. But what do you call it? There's
He's gonna.
I don't
sword
know,
tattoo
like
on his
the-
face.
like something about his character really threw me off, because a certain event wouldn't have happened if he did not run to the front of the train because he believed this mysterious monster would come out and eat him.
To be
He
fair, it
genuinely
did.
thought yeah, okay. But like it was just like, what the fuck? Like that actually kind of made me a little upset. I was like, are you kidding?
Yeah, he's a strange character.
But like
He's a
I get it, like
really
this
weird
everything
character.
kind of falls into place with this anime, which is also really nice because
You don't
everything
want
has
to
a
be confused at
purpose.
the end.
Yeah. Also,
I think it's,
oh yeah.
I was just gonna say that it's kind of funny how this anime doesn't feel like it's gonna be very supernatural, and it kind of goes
Yeah.
that turn really fast.
Where
And
does
it's
it
cool
make
that everyone has really, really weird names.
Yeah, that's great.
Jacuzzi. Yeah,
1933.
my friend of his name.
Jacuzzi
is
Splot.
Yeah, let's not forget the Splot. Yep.
Speaking of Splot, that guy totally
few of
shot
them
that
are-
kid in the head.
Yeah, he did.
It happens.
I
A
wanted
few
to
of them
put
are
the GIF
200 years
image.
old.
Oh
No,
yeah,
don't-
like Splot. I wanted. Yeah, see, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff I want to put the GIF images of, like that kid, but like it was way too realistic. It was surprisingly gruesome for a 2007 anime.
With our luck, it would
It
have been
was-
the Twitch image that it showed on
It was,
the thumbnail.
It was pre blacked out blood anime.
Oh, you mean like before Kai when they just decided, hey, everything's gonna be blood isn't gonna be blood. It's it's unknown.
It's gonna be a shadow. Blood's gonna be a
Whatever.
shadow until the Blu-ray gets released, and then there's gonna be blood everywhere. We're gonna add extra blood on Blu-rays.
Oh, then I saw the Blu-ray.
No.
Someone want
that's
to
what I'm saying.
read chat? Oh yeah, go
Baccano
ahead.
was before that.
Uh,
Like now, like Terra for Mars. If you watch the TV version,
no,
like somebody gets their
I
arm
saw.
cut off.
Yeah.
Like it just shows like black there. It doesn't show the arm get cut off. It doesn't
I
show it
saw
hit
that.
the ground.
Yeah.
It just like shows blackness. It edits it all out, and any blood splatters are just black. But then you watch the Blu-ray of it, and it's like, oh hey, they added more blood splatters. It's red. There goes the arm flying. Hey, you can see the bone sticking out of the arm. Like they go overboard on the Blu-ray with the gore.
Mm.
By arms. See you
Oh
later.
yeah, they totally went overboard.
Whoever's gonna be reading chat, start from where Mark said at 8:40.
think
I'm
thing.
sorry. Yeah.
I
Oh,
think the
perfect.
thing.
Yes, yes, please.
All right. I think the thing I remember most was the train and that guy that was a monster killing people for no reason.
I know.
Also, the whole immortality thing. I love this anime. Hey, Shadow. Hey, Mark. Isaac and Maria are misguided thieves. Lads is on there legit just to kill people. Jacuzzi and his gang are there to steal the cargo. Shaq is there to kill immortals, and the Silent Girl is there as a part of the terrorist group. As character motive refresher. That explains things a lot better for me. I was so confused after the majority of this anime. I own Baccano. I got it from Con volunteering. Someone took it away from me for years, and I just haven't watched it. Oh, that's horrible. I knew someone was who was pretty into this, but he just dropped it. All contact with me. Don't really know anyone else. I'm a DVD backs in less than stellar shape, but they're back. Hey, well at least they're back.
Yeah. And we're here to
I'm
talk
pretty
about
sure
the anime with you.
Yeah, so you get to know all about it. I'm pretty sure Jacuzzi is only a kid. He seems to be around 5 and Nice's flashback to when he got the tattoo, and they've been dating for 10 years, so Jacuzzi is probably only 15 and 16. So him still being terrified or dumb stuff is possible. Sounds about right. At first I thought the other girl was his sister because of the tattoo they both had. And there we go, we're all caught up.
Oh, was that his sister?
No.
No,
Oh.
that was. His
I was like,
mother,
they
and that's not a
kiss.
tattoo.
No, this isn't a Star Wars thing. It's fine.
I know. I was like,
It's-
wait, did I miss something?
Not
No,
again.
No. That's totally his lover, and that's not a tattoo.
Okay.
That's a scar from an explosion.
I thought
He
the
went-
scar. I thought she had the scar and he got a tattoo because of
Yes.
the scar that she got.
Yeah.
She got scarred in an explosion that was kind of his fault because he was pussyfooting around and wasn't handling stuff. So then after she got the scar, he went and got a sword tattoo on his face so that they would match.
Sorry, I muted because I'm typing down something. But there's something I actually wanted to bring up. Was there a particular storyline you guys liked most than the others? Because I already said mine was Isaac and Maria's. They probably could have had an anime all by themselves, and I would have been fine with it. Like that would. They should totally just do that. Just bring it back. Whatever.
Well, they were the ones that were supposed to tie everything together. Isaac
I
and
know.
Maria.
I'm just saying. Like I want there to be an anime with just them. Like that'd be absolutely fantastic. Have that kind of style of animation too. Have everything be beautiful just like that. Also, I didn't really get like a lover's vibe from them. I think they were just more like partners in crime, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what else? you think
But when they
different? I don't
kiss,
know.
I mean, you basically have to be lovers at that point.
I mean, do you
Yeah, I was
have
gonna say,
to?
Like you don't really get it. You don't really get that vibe from them. Like they are, but you don't get the vibe because they're like best
I
friends.
did.
I didn't really get a lot like the vibe. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna rob all this stuff and then go bang in the 30s. It was more like,
Seemed very much like a Batman and Robin kind of thing.
well, yeah, okay, I could go with that too. It's like, yeah, Batman and Robin, they're good partners, and they just go bang discreetly later.
But isn't that the best part, Mark? If you feel like your brother and sister, that means you got that chemistry, until you're fucking, and then it's weird.
No, we're not getting into this.
Danny,
We all know.
What
this
all
is your
know-
only chance. What are you thinking?
We all know what Diggy
Get
thinks
out.
about siblings.
Hey, as long as they're not technically related, it's fine.
It's
They're not
still
related,
wrong. You're still a
Chemistry.
deviant.
Chemistry.
Also, I kind of forgot the whole point of that girl's brother who got shot in the head. Oh God, I forgot his whole point.
There's
I
so
forgot
many
her whole point
characters.
too. Like, it kind of felt like they were just there to get mugged. I don't remember. I don't remember the point of them. Also, did what's her face the homunculus? Did she look dangerously like Dorothy from Big O? So I'm like, oh, good, she's an artificial being. She's kind of like Kundere, just not there, and she looks just like Dorothy from Big O. No, only my episode. Whatever.
No,
Whatever.
I agree.
What?
You didn't even get a chance to agree.
Oh my god.
She looks like Dorothy from Big O.
Yeah, she does.
Hey, don't you dare tell me otherwise.
Also, is this the same animation studio who did Fullmetal Alchemist?
I could tell that actually.
It looks like
I don't
it.
think so.
From the eyes, it looks just like Fullmetal Alchemist eyes.
It is similar.
It reminds me of another old school anime, but I can't really remember what.
Anyone else have a
Fullmetal
favorite part?
Alchemist was Bones.
Favorite part is definitely that boxing scene where he just beats the shit out of those people.
And this
He's
is
like-
brain space.
Yeah, Brain's Base is this, and there's a few others that they did that I know.
Durarara is the obvious.
Yeah.
You can actually see Isaac and Miri in Durarara.
Yes, you can. It's a Easter egg.
Diggy,
Oh,
you know what
really?
else they did?
No, what?
Defrag!
Are you kidding?
Yeah. No,
I already
they
said
actually
that.
did.
I said this
They
already.
actually did. Just keeps coming back.
It does.
It'll
You
never
should
end.
just
It'll
stay in
haunt
its
you
grave
forever.
where it belongs.
I already said that though earlier, Diggy.
You know what? As an ode to Defrag, I would rather watch that than High School DxD.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, I'd also rather watch High School DxD much rather than Yu Yokio. Which is saying a
Wow.
lot more. Yeah, I'm serious with the fact that I really hate that anime. I don't even want to call it. I hate that cartoon. There you go. It's not
I'm
a
gonna
fucking
go
anime.
change my vote.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Danny,
make-
can
I'm
you
gonna
read
make-
chat?
This is about to be a
You watch
fucking
the
fight.
There already is.
I'm gonna fight with Domino's Pizza.
Someone read chat, please.
I want
Yes,
to know what's
ma'am.
happening with that.
Sounds about right. I first thought the other girl was a sister because of the tattoo they both had. I didn't realize they weren't siblings until they kissed each other. I think my favorite storyline was probably Ennis. I don't know. She seemed like just a puppet at first, but I liked how her story connected with Miria and Isaac throughout the show, and how she became her own person. Isaac and Miria. Hands down, honestly, if you had to choose the main character of this anime, it's them. They're the catalyst to almost everybody else's story. They're the reason everybody's immortal, etc. Feel like I've already forgotten things, a lot of things just finishing this a few hours ago, and use a raw just to understand it more. Is it bad that I really like the girl with the eye patch? I'm reading chat. Thank you, Ursona.
No, she's cool.
She's a bit
It
of
is about
psychopathic.
Latin
Yeah.
stuff. That's the real question.
She's probably
she
one
was
of
the
my favorite
explosive expert.
characters.
Eye Patch Girl was my favorite character too.
Right? Am I right? Right, Silver.
For me, it's probably
Am I
a tie
right?
between her and
He disagree
Ennis.
with you, and you're like, "Am I right or am I right?"
I liked Isaac. Isaac's my favorite. He's so cool.
I think I
Oh,
like Ladarisa.
He is crazy.
That's the best part. He's a fucking insane person.
I want to ask you guys more what you thought about the twist of the anime and like maybe what you guys thought of like certain fight scenes or animation. But first, I want to talk about our sponsors real fast, so you guys think about your thoughts. Think about your thoughts. That was the sentence I just used. Well, I
Think
talk
about
about
thoughts
our
real hard.
sponsors for today's episode.
My thoughts.
Our thoughts are brought to you by Epic Cosplay Wigs. We have apparel and Hobbyholics, the best place to get your wigs, clothes, and Gundams. And we also have shirts for the Otakus Anonymous that are available down the link below if you guys are interested in it. It's made by our artist Isaac. Speaking of Isaac, let's get right back into Baccano. What do you guys think about the animation?
Wait, 1 sec about the sponsor thing. I haven't seen
yeah?
this. Did this start last week?
What? The sponsor card?
Little thing, yeah.
No, it's been there for a while.
Did I always just miss it? That is so cool.
I only made it only lasts a couple seconds now because I didn't want to jam it down people's throat. But here it is. Here's back up again.
I love it. I actually love that. That's so cool.
I like it too. Thank you, Danny. I put a lot of work into it. Let's get right back into the show.
Buy an Otakus Anonymous shirt. They're awesome. If
They
you get
really
the
are.
red one, it's real nice.
I vote for purple. Just kidding.
I
gray
really
one
wish
is
I could have
like-
given you purple, Danny, but you'd have to pay $30 for a shirt if you wanted it.
You
I had
do
to pay
realize the
20
cheap shirts come in all the colors too, right, Diggy?
I didn't see them. I picked the two cheapest ones.
Yeah, the American Apparel. No, not American. Gildan. Gildan is one of the cheapest ones on there, and it comes in all the colors. That's why I was wondering. You're like, oh, you're gonna have to pay out even more. It's an expensive shirt. I was like, I don't care. That's fine. The one you chose, the Bella and Canvas one. Oh, it's so comfortable. It's so soft. I love
Really?
it.
Yay!
It's worth $30 with the the logo imprinted and everything. It's worth the money if you get the red one.
I really want the red one. After I made the silver special, I was like, I need it. I need the red one. I like it.
It's so
What?
soft. Back to
Good.
Baccano.
Now we're just talking about our sponsor.
Baccano or Baccano?
Oh, why is it
Baccano.
called? Why is it
Baccano.
called Baccano?
That's
What
a
does
good
that
question.
mean?
No
I
idea.
have no idea. I have no idea. It should be
Wait.
called a flying pussyfoot.
You would have
It should be
to.
called the Flying
You would have to ask Ryogo Narita, who wrote the light novels, of why it's called Baccano.
Hmm.
Baccano.
Oh, you know what? Guys, collect your thoughts on what to talk about next, but I forgot to mention this real fast during the sponsor because I was supposed to do it. If you are a streamer and you want to go ahead and promote your chat or promote your stream on our stream while we talk about anime, you're free to talk about anime with us because we're actually looking for rotating cast members to be in here every so often. Like next week, hopefully we'll have Yuichi, and weeks after that, we're still opening spots. So if you guys want to be a part of that, that's there. Just
Feel free to hit me
hit
up.
us up. Yeah, hit Danny up. You can hit Danny up at exclamation point.
You can find his house
Danny.
and just like slap him across the head. Hit him up. Literally.
Yeah, you smack me. It's my fetish.
So,
I don't want to talk about it.
here you go. I figured I looked it up.
Hmm.
Baccano. Baccano, the Italian pronunciation is
Baccano?
it's Italian for ruckus.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
very
good name.
Hmm.
I like how
Baccano.
everyone's just like, yeah, all right, cool. Yeah.
Baccano.
No one's ever like, oh, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's like, nope.
Speaking
Makes
of
perfect
Italian, like all the races in here and the accents they actually do for the dubbed are like fucking incredible. The dubbed is really fucking good. I watched it in Japanese the first time. I was actually taken back this time by watching it. I was like, oh my god, it's so good in English.
That's always the best when you're pleasantly surprised by like how good the English is.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't expecting them to do all the accents. Also, I really feel like there should be more animes that are taking place in America. I feel like we have a lot of, well, quote unquote culture here that could be really cool settings for animes, you know?
I feel like most of
30s.
our culture. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it comes from mostly the 30s through the like 2000s. That's
There
when
should
it's the
be a
most like
cowboy.
interesting.
The
and crazy.
entire history of the United States. That's cool.
Like cowboys.
You
There
know
should
what
be
I
an
mean,
anime
Summer.
about
Fuck you.
cowboys. Like Trigun tried to do it and they did a really good job, but I want more cowboys. You know, not just cowboys in space.
Let's not forget about
You don't like
Gangster.
cowboys,
They
crazy
did
guys.
terrible.
What? Wait, who? Who said what?
Gangsters
Gangster.
apparently did terrible.
Gangster didn't Gangster
I
like
wanted it to do well.
Gangster was doing well, and then it just
Mm.
it just shot everyone's foot with their gangster ass guns.
Hmm.
I really liked Gangster, and I was really hoping that there was going to be more of it.
I heard the manga's really good.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm.
I
Was
don't
that the
know how
only
to
one who
read.
liked Lad?
What?
Was that the only one who liked Lad? The crazy
Yeah.
asshole?
I
Like,
actually
beat
haven't
the
seen
shit out of
Blood
people?
Lad, so I don't have an opinion.
No,
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 the
no.
character
No.
Lad
The
in
character of Blood Lad.
The psycho.
Lad. Oh,
No,
Lad
no,
was cool.
I liked him
He was
too.
cool
The
because like
psychopath.
He was a,
I don't know,
I love sociopathic characters in anime.
I
think
don't
it's
like
Like-
who he is, but I like the character. The character is
Exactly.
very interesting.
Yeah, like he was a lovable psychopath.
yeah, I felt like,
Lovable
like
psychopath.
debatable on the
like-
lovable.
you don't find people like Lad often.
You don't like
not,
Jeffrey
not,
Dahmer.
not I'm talking about like in real life, but I mean
You
like,
know, like,
other animes. Like in other animes, you don't get that often.
Hmm.
There's a scene that made me
Oh my
laugh really hard in the
God.
anime
Uh-huh. What?
where there was like, hey, the guy's like calling on the line. He's like, hey, we're looking for a girl in some work clothes. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go outside and check it, right? And the guy screams, and this other guy runs out the door. He's like, hey, what happened? And he goes like, my buddy, he's just disappeared. He's just gone. And then and then he goes like, what are you even talking about? And he's like freaking out. And then everything goes in slow motion, and the guy just grabs him through the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he starts freaking out because he saw him just get kidnapped through the window and like disappear, like gone. And then this weird animation where he's like holding his face, screaming, you know, out of like horror. But it's animated so funny, like it's just bad. Like I don't know if I saw like the Blu-ray version or not, but it's just animated so
No, I-
bad. It's so funny.
Is the
anyone
bald guy
remember
with
that
the eyes, right?
Yeah, he's like, ah! But it's
Bad.
like
Don't click on that.
the way he cringe was bad.
Are we banning someone right now?
That's one of
Right.
those things that virus.
Oh, okay.
Don't click on that.
Go ahead and do your thing, Danny. Or Sunny, whoever. I'm not sure how to do it.
Thanks, Silver, for taking the hit.
Yeah, that was my
Timeout.
fault.
Timeout.
Oh,
That
that was
doesn't.
my
ban
fault.
him.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Give him
I
the
was just
full,
trying to go with that.
give him the full frontal. I like Lad. He's my
My
top
bad.
Duh.
wrench guy.
Gets auto-modded immediately afterwards.
It's okay,
Ah,
I
bitch.
approved.
Thank you. Mm.
Bitch.
So I actually actually had. It's not a cool cat. Thank you, Mark. Okay,
You tell him.
you know what? For an anime that has so much going on in it, I kind of feel like there's really nothing to talk about. It's such a
Yeah, it's because it wasn't that there was like a long story. It was just like here's a bunch of different angles. Boop, here it goes. Like
Well, it's all centralized on one single event. So like,
yeah, it's like a fruitcake. You're just a bunch of shit slapped into one thing.
When did Maria and Isaac take the
They drank it on accident
serum.
somewhere along
Yeah,
the
but,
line.
like-
They drank it on accident. I forgot where. They showed it too because they're like,
They had
yeah,
to
let's
have
have a
showed it.
toast. They're like, let's have a toast, and they had a toast, and like that was the point where you realize this is where they drank it because towards the end you realize, wait, these guys are like, you can't kill them. They're immortal.
Yeah,
So
he
when did they
literally got
drink it?
shot in the head and then he didn't die when
Yeah,
they were in
there's a
the
point
attic
where-
doing the ceremony.
Yeah, see, you see, they drank it on accident when they celebrated in the final episode. Everyone was drinking.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone drank the serum. That's what
They
it was.
snuck it in.
And they
That's
mixed it with all the
hilarious.
alcohol, and everyone drank it.
I loved how they
That's why-
brought in that supernatural aspect because like I know they showed it in the very first episode when that guy got his fingers cut off, but like afterwards when they just kept bringing it in and there's like fucking Satan involved, it was like that was so cool.
a demon.
Uh,
Yeah.
Some
That's
say
what-
the flying pussyfoot is still traveling the rails to this day.
Wasn't the one in this show the last time it was gonna be other act was over back then. It's over now. We'll never get to ride the train.
oh my back.
I
But I
mean,
think that
that was
elixir-
because they're immortals and train, and yeah, it just was a joke.
Things.
So.
Got 'em.
Oh my god. This is the content everyone signed up for. You guys like what you're seeing so far. Don't click on that link. It's a virus.
So the light novel that this is based on, the first light novel, won gold prize at the Dengeki Novel Prize, the 9th iteration of it. So it's highly regarded. The light novel and the anime. Significant praise, strong dubbing, musical score.
The music is amazing.
Oh yeah,
The
the
music
jazz
is so
amazing.
good.
That's one thing that you can always remember from this anime. If you forget all the plot points, at least the
Don't remember.
jazz.
That's not what I remembered. I just remembered they couldn't die, and some guy put someone's face on a railroad. That was it.
You didn't remember
Scraped
the
his
sad
face
jazz
against the
music?
railroad.
Yikes! I know. I was like, good lord. That's like probably the only thing I remember. And then the bomb girl, because she was like really hot.
She was really hot.
Fucking Larry.
You remember
I just love when Lab
earlier?
gets made and starts beating the shit out of people. to
Earlier,
death.
someone was like, "Was I the only
Yeah.
one that liked her?" No, you're not. Apparently, everyone's agreed that she's a good character.
She's apparently the best character.
Yeah, she was my
Top
favorite
tier
character
waifu.
too, but I mean,
It's okay.
Jesus, Larry.
I really like Isaac compared to her, so I kind of feel like she was just okay to me. But that's just coming from me, so who cares about my opinion?
It's
We
only my
care
channel.
about your opinion.
Everyone else unanimously loves that girl, so fuck my opinion. She was just okay to me. I didn't dislike her. She was fantastic.
Yeah, fuck Diggy's opinion.
You know what
She's just
character I
Presidente.
surprisingly... The character I surprisingly didn't like that much was the character they pulled out in the very end. I forgot his name. Red-haired guy. The rail guy who punched what's-his-face off the train. And not punch him off the train. He wrapped the rope around the girl's neck and then like made it so that she was gonna hang herself if the guy didn't jump off the train. Remember that shit? That guy. I didn't like him too much.
What's
Lad.
was that lad?
No.
No.
The
Oh.
lad was the
The
psychopath.
one
I was
covered
like,
in
Lad
lad,
was
blood.
a fucking
lad
creep,
had
man.
blonde hair.
The one
You're
who
talking-
the one who fought lad on
The
top
one
of the
who's covered
train.
in blood. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by
The
the
rail
end, he was
tracer.
100% covered in blood.
I didn't like him too much. I thought he was
Not
okay.
even recognizable.
I don't even know his purpose. He was like, he's basically Lad, but he was like, I'm like a ghost mystery murder story. But real, ha. It was
but
like,
real, huh?
yeah, it's like they added 3 characters in, okay, or three factions into a train.
Oh, there's
and
more
they
than
added,
3.
and then a ghost serial killer. Like,
There's
what
a
the?
But there's the
plot
two that
going
are having
on.
like a huge problem. That's the thing. Well, they all have problems, but I'm saying like there's a clan war going on between 2 of them.
I actually
you
don't
guys-
remember his name.
What do you guys?
Because
what
they
did you
brought
guys
him out in
think
the
of,
very end. I didn't care too much about him by the very end. I was like, oh great, we have a new main character now. Great.
We have to worry about this guy now.
What did you guys think of Placido Russo?
The fuck is Placido Russo?
Lad's
Relative.
uncle. Lad's
Yeah.
uncle.
Oh
I didn't know.
god.
The Don, the
sorry-
bald
I feel
guy with the
sorry
little,
for him.
little gray mustache.
Oh,
I felt sorry for him.
Gotta deal with that guy.
Dude, Lad is amazing. What are you talking about? I'm sure they had really good times.
Fine, then you
Uh,
can be friends with him.
I don't want to be friends with him. He
Yeah,
beat
you
the
did
shit
right.
out of me.
I just remember the part where I actually fucking lost it in the show. I laughed so fucking hard. It was the same guy, the guy with the red hair, and he kicked the gun out of the conductor's hand and then shot him in the head.
Yeah.
And then the other guy comes in. He's like, "What's going on here?" And he says, "I'm here to kill all the conductors. What's your business here?" He was like, on top of his hat it says conductor. Throws his head into a fucking like trail rails.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that made me fucking die.
He fucked up.
Oh
So
no.
dumb.
He should have took off his hat beforehand.
I mean, he was evil, but still. So like, God, there's no hiding it. Oh, that made me
Claire?
fucking die. Was that his name? The
Are you
red-haired
talking
guy?
about Claire?
Red-haired dude?
Yeah, the
I don't
conductor.
remember.
He was the conductor.
No.
Yeah.
Red hair was the
He killed
conductor
both.
of the Flying Pussyfoot.
Oh, yes. Then
The one
yes.
who tells
Yeah, the
Isaac,
last
Miri,
arc,
and Tori.
the very last arc. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Claire.
I don't remember that being his name.
Dude. His name is Claire.
You could have told
Claire's
me his name was like
Scandal.
Timothy, and I would have agreed with you. I did
Timothy.
not remember his name, but yeah, okay, Claire. Yeah, he he just goes and kills both the conductors. That made me die. That was so fucking funny. I don't remember laughing at anything else other than Isaac and Miria though.
You always laugh at Isaac. Aha ha.
Thanks, Larry.
Okay.
I
damn
just
it,
count on
Larry.
you.
I like how everyone in the chat is just raving about the music. No, the music is amazing. It's just
What do you guys think about the opening?
everyone loved it. Like that's what I'm
Yes.
reading right now. Music is so
Oh,
good. The opening was amazing.
and-
I loved her. Vino.
and-
It's like yeah.
In the
Apparently
opening,
this-
they would do like flashbacks of the previous episode.
That's actually the best way to do it. I don't like when people when there's so many spoilers like that Dragon anime.
Mhm.
It introduced like every character in the universe before they were even introduced. It's like cool, I guess. But
Wait,
it's
what?
when it's like flashbacks to the other episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. They should do
There's
like that and
a-
take up 3 minutes of the beginning of the fucking episode talking about what happened previously.
Last
There's a
time unpopular.
There's a live action Baccano.
Is there
Is there
really?
really?
They're really?
I don't know. Hold on, I'm checking.
Let me double check real quick.
I really hope so. I can imagine there being like
This
a fucking
might be
Japanese
fan-made.
musical.
Japanese musical.
I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm gonna
J-
link it in the
Danny,
thing.
Yeah.
Japan loves
thing.
making good animes into musicals. Look up Haikyuu the
Like
musical.
Naruto, right?
Look up yes, they're all musicals, and most
I've
of
seen
them are all done by
Oh,
like full
Haikyuu's
female
great.
cast too, and it's absolutely incredible. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. I forgot what they're called when they play guys. When they
Silver,
go
this
to-
doesn't look real. Guys, if you're not already in our Discord, but you would like to be for some odd reason, there's the link, and you can actually look at the live action that we linked in there. There's no
Oh
way
my
that's
God.
there's no way
It
that's
gets
Oh,
even better.
Also, if you have any questions, apparently Z is a god at this anime, so just to warn. He explains it so well.
Oh, would you go ahead and read chat? I'm not sure if there was any large explanations like previously.
No, it's just Z has been answering all of Mark's questions.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Vino is Gandor's assassin, etc., etc. He explained like the roles of each of the characters. It's pretty good.
What
I
happened to the
can't
little
tell
girl?
if this is a real thing or if this was like a fan made of just like the opening to show off the characters, but it's amazing.
What happened to the
Dun, dun,
little
dun.
girl? Did they ever
Dallas'
show what
sister?
happened to her? The one that was on the train that got the assassin person killed in front of her?
The mayor's daughter
Yeah, her.
was
her.
the mayor.
Yeah,
Governor?
it was the governor.
Mayor. Governor.
Did they ever show?
The governor.
I don't remember they ever bringing her back up. She's just forever on the flying pussyfoot?
Just there, never to get off.
They followed her though. They should have. She had a story arc. What happened to her? Did they
You
just
said
stop
something.
following her?
She's gone. Ignore her. Let's talk about Lad some more.
He shot a kid in the head and blew up his fucking face. I mean, he's fine.
Wow,
he,
what an asshole.
he regenerated for some weird way.
Can you guys do an April Fool's stream to do a Baccano 2 stream, but you're just reviewing the Polar Express? That's what I was laughing about, by the way.
That's yeah.
Special anime analytics on April 1st.
You'll never remember. You'll never see it coming.
You'll never see it coming.
I'm laughing so hard at that video right now.
All right, guys.
So, yeah,
I think we're
that's
just.
the fan-made thing, but that video is amazing.
I think
Senator's
we're.
daughter was
I
moved
think
to
we're
the second
just
class
about
car.
done.
You see her talking to Rachel.
She lived. Okay. All right.
She's
As long as
fine.
Lad didn't get to her, then it's fine.
I think Lad should have got to her. It would have made for a better story.
Oh no, Danny.
I'm pro Lad.
Uh,
I like the crazy characters. What can I say? Like, have you ever? Okay, so seriously though, like, who doesn't like the crazy ass characters in anime? Who doesn't like those characters?
I don't want the crazy ass characters to get to the small children.
That is true. That's the argument we'll go for right here.
For now.
I don't think it's gonna change.
And to refresh on who Rachel is, she was the girl who was climbing around the train and was an information gatherer for the information brokers.
The one who did the stabbing. She's the stabby one.
Stab, stab.
Okay, I think we completely run its course because this anime really is something that you don't talk about. You gotta see it. Like it's so convoluted, but it's like a good convoluted.
It's just too many different angles to kind of like attack from.
So much. There's so much going on. So let's go ahead and give final thoughts and ratings, and then put a gun to the head of the stream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Put a
Who
gun
wants
to
to
the
go
head.
first? Don't all
I
jump at
will
once.
I will.
Yo,
Go ahead, Sonny.
Okay. I love this show. This show is in my top 5 for a really, really long time before your name, destroyed my life. Everything about it is amazing. You don't get a lot of good dubs. You don't get a lot of stuff that's got these kind of themes. The characters are rather memorable. The story, by the time you actually understand what's going on, is just downright incredible. It's very unique in a lot of ways, and it does a lot of things right that aren't done right if they're done at all. So, 10 out of 10. I wouldn't give it anything less. The show is amazing. Just watch it in the dub and tell everyone you know to watch it in the dub.
Never switch.
Larry?
I first time watching this, I really love this anime. I don't know. It did the setting. It was the setting that captured me, if anything. With setting comes with music, comes with all that stuff, and the setting is something you don't find very, very, very often in anime. I can probably only name like 3 or 4 that had similar setting. So I would probably give this like a 9. But besides that, it's like other anime where you get a bunch of different perspectives. They all mash up together. This one was just executed just great, And then animation wise, they did everything. They did everything great. Yeah, give it like a 9.
Silver.
So, yeah, this is one of my favorites. I saw it, like, back when it first came out. Setting, like Larry said, is great. The music, they did an amazing job. Animation was really good. The whole interlocking story stuff, different points of view, just, it's spot on. And yeah, the dub is the dub. Definitely watch the dub. It's one of like 5 anime I will say the dub is better than the original Japanese. I give it a 9, and I would recommend this to everyone, like I did for this week's anime analytics.
Oh yeah, good job recommending this one, Silver.
The first one that everyone liked so far. And
Yeah, the other 2 that you
I-
recommended, we all hated.
I even hated it. I even
And,
hated the ones that I recommended before too. So
Was Gantz and Lime Barrels, I believe.
Oh,
yeah, it
gosh.
was. I'm sorry.
dude, Gaunt's is. Alright, I'm not gonna.
No,
No, we won't
First
get
time
into
you
that.
watch it when you watched it before, like
How old
first
were you?
time-
I read the manga. So.
Okay, no, manga's a lot different than the anime.
Yeah, I read the manga. It's fine.
Watch the
All
anime.
right.
Don't watch the anime. Oh yeah, Danny, go for it.
So mine, I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. I like the story, I like the characters, and I don't know. I thought attacking one event from different angles kind of brings out a different perspective. Well, obviously, but seeing a different perspective from each of the characters makes it more interesting for me. That's one of the reasons I like things like Durarara or anything like that, because it's not a long drawn out thing, but giving a different spin on the same thing that's happening from different perspectives kind of keeps it interesting for me. And the characters are great, so yeah.
I'm also gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. The anime, for its genre, it's absolutely perfect. It flows well for an anime that jumps around everywhere. The music is great. Animation is great for its time, and it still holds up till today. It's actually a lot better than most animes nowadays when it comes to animation. What do you call it? The reason I'm giving it 8 out of 10, not a perfect score, is because I feel like this anime is not for everybody. You know, you're not gonna want to watch an anime where someone gets their head blown off every 2 seconds. Other than that, it's great. If you're into action, gore, adventure, storylines, stuff like that, then this is a 10 out of 10. But 8 out of 10, I'll give it that. I recommend it. Maybe not to children. I wouldn't want my sister to watch it. Want to go ahead and read Mark's?
Teach them when they're young. Okay, it says for Mark, for me personally, I'd have to give this anime a 6 out of 10. I felt really confused through the story and how they told the story. I don't remember much of the story other than the immortality thing. Just finishing this anime a few hours ago. Maybe if I rewatch it again, I'll probably get more of the story. But the characters seemed interesting and I liked the music. Also, the English dub was great. I feel like if I would recommend this, someone who's never seen this before to watch it twice, maybe to understand it more. For some reason, I just couldn't enjoy it as much as you guys. And Z said, overall, this anime was pretty great. The music was amazing, characters were engaging, and an interesting plot. Everybody's story linked up really nicely, an unusual setting that works really well. Overall, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. And who knows, maybe I'll like it more on a second watch through.
Also, you guys should go watch the last 3 episodes.
What?
There's 3
What?
more episodes that were released as an OVA.
Oh,
Yep, go watch those.
I did not know that.
Is it for the post or the regular one? Is it like post anime or?
It's interactions between the characters.
Oh, that's
There
cool.
were supposed to be 16 episodes. They produced 13, aired them on TV, and then released the last 3 episodes to DVD.
That's actually really cool.
Huh.
So, if something's confused you, that might help.
Maybe.
The last 3 episodes.
Alright. So, let's talk about the anime we're gonna watch next. Oh, thank Christ, Lord Jesus, God in heaven.
Don't you wanna-
Oh my, I seriously was afraid to look at it. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh, thank God we're gonna watch Legend of Korra.
But next week,
I already told you that Legend of Korra was winning.
I know,
it's
but
been
I
winning
just
for a long
thought
time.
like
But still,
the fucking
it felt
trolls online were gonna like come out of their cave and be like, let's fuck up their day. Like just fucking
Alright,
I thought it was gonna be like 1,000,000 to 1. Oh my
by the
God.
way, the average for Baccano was 8.42.
That's pretty high.
That
Rah,
is
rah,
very,
next.
very high.
Yeah, fuck the poll, Danny. It's your day. All right. Guys, next week we're going to be talking about an anime called Cage of Eden. Not an anime, it's
Chapters
the
1 through
manga
19.
for Manga Monthly, chapters 1 through 19. Yeah, you know what? I can't have too much shit in 1 month because I know that manga's going to be shitty. And then Neo Yokio, like, there's no way I could have handled it. I probably would have just quit
So-
forever.
I mean,
It's time. We're done. Anime analytics is dead. See you later.
I mean, Diggy, at the beginning of the show, I said, you know, Neo Yokio was not winning because I voted for
I know,
the
but
other
I
one.
thought, like, the creatures of the internet were gonna just spawn out of nowhere.
Oh,
the
I would have
fucking
started logging
meme
on to.
lords.
I would have started logging on to more VPNs and putting more.
Actually,
votes.
I posted on Reddit and I said, "Hey trolls, you guys like Neo Yokio, right?"
Help ruin this girl's day. Okay, so March 23rd, we're gonna be talking about Legend of Korra, book 1 through 3. The reason why we only do like 2 seasons or like 20-ish episodes. Reason why we're going all the way to the end of book 3 is because I cannot, in good conscience, have everyone end at book 2.
I can vouch for that. Book 2 made me want to kill myself. So there you
After
go.
the end of book 3, then I feel like it's I feel like it's done with. Not only that, every season's only like 8 episodes. Like it's
It's
really
13.
not that much. 13.
I checked it. Yeah, I checked
The first season is like 10 episodes.
it. First season's 10, then the rest of them are 13.
Get to work, guys. It's all in English. You can watch it while you're doing your stuff, while you're playing video games. It's amazing. If you guys have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I know most of you guys have, then it's just that, but with the girl. No, that's not true at all. It's that
not true.
different,
That's exactly
but with
what
the
it is.
girl.
Oh, no, it's
exactly
not.
what it is.
It's the
I don't
sequel, and Danny's a misogynist. Anyway,
It's Avatar: The Last Girlbender.
So
Yikes.
not true. Not a misogynist. It's the second season. Maybe I want to
So-
kill myself. My
Two
bad.
important things.
yes, go for it.
If
Sam.
you
There-
disagree.
There are five Fridays this month, so we will be doing a movie for the 5th week of this month. Also, it's daylight savings time in a few days. Everyone remember that.
Oh,
Public service announcement. All of the announcements in the
Thank you,
Discord
Sonny.
will now be reflecting Pacific Daylight Time instead of Pacific Standard Time. Because that is when they will take place. 8:30.
I fucking
Yeah.
love Sunny. He's like, oh, by the way.
It's important.
So-
it's important that
yes.
people don't forget.
Well, no one's gonna forget to
It's on the
change
same
their
time.
clocks,
Mark
it's the
said, "Thank
same
you for
time.
reminding me, Sonny."
except for certain people in other countries.
Can we just thank Sunny for his service?
Got it.
Thank you, Sunny.
I forgot. Lori
Okay,
was here for a
so
little bit.
so next week is Cage of Eden, chapters 1 through 19, and the week after that's Legend of Korra, book 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, I think that we're all good. Thank you guys so much
Woo!
for watching this with us. Let's go ahead and raid someone. Who
Who we
can we
raid?
raid? I don't know.
Who
You
we
give me
do?
someone.
Let's see who's online.
I know someone who's online.
Give it to me.